Shalom out there.
Wow.
All right, bear with us. It's a little crooked, but it's cool. We'll make it happen. Hey, Shalom. Shalom. Before we get started, we want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Makakadas. Hey, double honors to the apostles, elders, the great millstone who taught us the truth. Double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring in the house of David, the elect, is pushing his word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers, and shalom to the elect, man. All right, all the signs point to the end of Babylon, man. All right, and the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah, is doing heavy work in the earth, man. All right, there's a lot going on. Protests all over the world, uprisings, riots, revolts. All right, all these other nations understand that they're under the oppression of the elites. Pretty much their politicians in whatever particular lands that they dwell have sold them out. You know, and I'm gonna talk about that a little bit later, Lord's will, in another lesson. But it's heavy right now, man. But these are all signs that Hamashiach Yahushua, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus the Christ, all right, he's on his way back. Right? Romans 13:11, our salvation is there than we believe, man. It's happening, Jake.
That's right.
The Bible is constantly speaking every day. Prophecy is constantly coming to pass daily, man. All right? But real quick, let's get that, whatever you brothers got.
Jeremiah 16 and verse 14.
Hot and heavy right now, man.
Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
So we're coming into that time, man, because where are we at now? Right? We're in the midst of spiritual Egypt. Right? Isaiah the 19th chapter. Right? The scripture said that the Lord is going to come and enter into Egypt on a swift cloud. Right? The Father, Yahweh Shema Shah, is coming back in the fathership, man.
That's right.
All right? Ezra's liked it in 2nd Ezra 13th chapter. He likened it unto a great flying mountain, man. Right? So, hey, Esau's getting the Space Force ready. All right? He's getting the military ready. Because really this New World Order, this whole ordeal is to fight against the Lord and the host of heaven. This is what it's about. All right? Esau is going to try to fight and maintain his kingdom. But we know, according to the scriptures, how it's going to end.
Terrible for them. Like we all go into, Esau Edom is the last heathen rulership that's going to rule. All right? And after he goes down, we got next, man.
That's right.
Under Yahushai, man. All right? So this devil, as we understand, he's trying to cling on to that power, but it's going to be futile, man.
That's right. That's right, brother. You got it.
Jeremiah 16 and 15. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north,
Yep.
and from all the lands whither he had driven them.
Yeah, so he's going to deliver, all right, the saints, the Israelites, starting with the elect, out of the land of the north. All right, North America. All right, everything that's going on the earth is all surrounding Babylon, America, man. These prophecies are highlighting America because the Lord is sending us a message, a direct message that he's coming to judge this place, man. All right, that's why we said all the signs point to the end of Babylon the Great. Babylon the Great is America according to the scriptures, man. All right, and that's heavily known right now. Why? Because of the vibration of the prophets in the scriptures, man. All right, the Lord said that his words will go to the ends of the heaven, the ends of the earth. Isaiah the 34th chapter tells you that, man. He told the earth to come, the whole earth to come and hear the word of the Lord. All right.
Jeremiah 16 and 15. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north,
Yep.
and from the lands whither he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers.
Right. And that's part of the prophecy that the Lord was going to gather the nation of Israel, starting with the elect, and he was going to put us back in the land of Jerusalem. Because also that land of Israel right now that's being dominated right now, occupied by them damn small hats, all right, them 48ers, hey, that land's going to see fire too. All right, the Lord's going to cleanse the heathen out of that land too.
They have to. They completely defiled it, man. All right, they over there eating kosher pig. All right, they pretty much have the biggest low parade in the world, Pink City, man. You know, and on top of that, like I said, you're having them trying to set up their own sacrifices over there. Like
Right.
you had the what's it called, the red heifer,
Yep.
sacrifice or whatever that they're preparing. They haven't already done it.
Yeah.
You know, so the Lord has to do a cleansing of that land just like America, man.
Yep. Hey, because anytime the heathen make a sacrifice, it's an abomination to the Lord, man.
Exactly.
The Lord ain't dealing with none of that. This whole idea of building a physical third temple, right?
Nonsense.
Come on, man.
On top of that, the Lord said that He was going to put His people back in that land. They're in that land of justice.
That's it.
All right, due to the Balfour Declaration,
Yep.
you know, they put themselves in that land, man. So the Lord has to take them out, cleanse the land, and they're going to put us back in there. How to quickly.
You got it, brother. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 32 and 37. All right, it says, Behold, I will gather them out of all countries, whether I have driven them in my anger and in my fury and in great wrath, and will bring them again into this place and will cause them to dwell safely. Because the reason why we're not in that land today, we're scattered all throughout the world, because we pissed the Lord off by our disobedience. The Lord, you know, due to the curses, all right, he spread us out among the heathen throughout the whole world, man. So when he returns, like you mentioned on that giant father ship, the elect of Israel is going to be delivered in that ship and put and placed back in that land once it's cleansed, man.
That's right, brother. That's right.
Luke chapter 21. Now start verse 22.
That's right.
For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled.
Woo! See that? Hey, these are the days of vengeance, man. What's amplifying in the planet Earth right now? War. All right, the host of heaven. All right, the armies of heaven, the angels. The Lord is doing a reconnaissance, as I went into a lesson, right, about how the chariots they keep appearing over these military bases and these nuclear facilities, man. All right, because the Lord is basically flexing His power that He's in control of this thing, right? So Revelation 7 chapter, as I always reference, it's the angels that are holding back the destruction until the Lord eventually gives them the say so. All right, so we're at the brink of this thing, man. All right, go ahead, Al.
Luke 21 and 23. But woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. For there shall be great distress in the land, and wrath upon this people. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations.
Right, and this happened during the time of 70 AD, Roman persecution. Right, we were driven out of the Holy Land. Right, go ahead.
And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles.
Yep.
Until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
Right, and we in that time, man. We're in the time of the Gentiles. All right, these heathen nations being fulfilled. Because right now in the Holy Land, you have heathen occupying the land. You got Amalek over there. You got Ishmael, right? You got Ham. You got Elam. You got a Muslim mosque out there and shit. You know, wicked heathen synagogues. You know, basically the wrong people are in the land, man.
You got that wall they bang their head against, which goes back to Heron.
Come on, man. So it's time for the Lord to bring forth justice, man. Read that part again, Art.
Luke 21 and 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations.
Yep.
And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles,
Right.
until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
Right, so those heathen would be occupying that land until their time is fulfilled and their time is up. This is why you're seeing war raging all over the so-called Middle East, man. This is why bombs are being dropped over there in Israel and Gaza right now, man. Right? These devils actually think they're going to occupy the whole land. It's not going to happen, man. Right? And like you made mention earlier, once that Balfour Declaration was established in 1917, the moment they got into that land, war broke out, man.
Nice, very nice.
The very night, man. So it's all divine prophecy, man.
And then also too, we always bring out with the Egyptian president, Gamal Abdul Nasser.
Yep.
His name.
Yep.
He pretty much said that there will never be peace in the Middle East because the Jews left black and came back white. So
Sure.
even they know that them guys over there ain't it, man.
We in the time, man. The prophecies are being fulfilled on the regular, man. All right. But that was it, right on that. You go ahead. Go ahead.
It's Luke chapter 21 and verse 25.
Yeah, that's perfect.
And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon.
Right, there should be signs in the sun and in the moon. It's all the spirit. Hey, hold that article on deck too. Right, there should be signs in the sun and also in the moon. And these are all the tokens that Yahweh Shai has given us. Because basically, as the elder said, the Lord is speaking to us through His Spirit, man. But as he said, the Bible is heavily coded, and you have to have the Spirit of the Lord with you to understand what the Lord is trying to say. To basically to decode the scriptures, man. Matter of fact, give me Sirach 39 real quick. Hold where you at, just to make that point. Sirach 39, 1 through 3 real quick, and we'll go back to it.
This is the book of Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 39, verse 1.
Yep.
But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High,
Yep.
and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be preoccupied, and be occupied in prophecy.
Right. So the main, and like the brother said, keep the main thing, man. We would be occupied in the prophecies, man. We wouldn't be out here trying to entertain. We wouldn't be out here with gimmicks and theatrics and all this bullshit to gain attention, man. We would be out here simply giving you the prophecies, man, speaking to the Lord's people, man. The Lord said, what? Give them warning from me. Right? Go ahead, Ak.
2. He will keep the sayings of the renowned men,
Yep.
and where subtle parables are, he will be there also.
Yeah, where subtle parables are, he will be there also, man. Right? Subtle parables going into the craftiness of the scriptures, man. Right? The Lord codified this thing. Everybody wasn't meant to receive it. Right? Go ahead, Ak.
He will seek out the secrets of grave sentences and be conversant in dark parables.
He will seek out the secrets of grave sentences, and he will be conversant in dark parables, man. And the only way you can do that is through the Spirit of the Lord, man. That's the only way you're going to be able to break down the code, so to speak, man. To understand the mysteries. Remember, Yahushua said that unto you was given the mysteries to the kingdom of heaven, but unto them it wasn't given, man. So everybody wasn't going to see it. But we're in some very incredible times right now where, man, the words are just coming right off the book, man.
Right.
You know?
While you were speaking about earlier about the signs in the heavens the Lord is showing us, because in Jeremiah 10 is an important chapter for you to realize when the Lord says, "Be not dismayed at the signs of heaven."
Right.
For the heathen are dismayed at them, because like you said, the Lord communicates through the different lunar eclipses, solar eclipses, blood moons, strawberry moons, whatever, Right. Even the comets when they come through. These are all signs from the heavens that let us know that it's something about to happen.
That's it, man. Something major is about to happen.
Omens.
That's it. Which is that word omen goes back to basically a prediction of a major event, something around them lines. You can pull it up, actually. You know what I'm saying? But you got it, brother, whatever you got.
So back in Luke chapter 21, verse 25.
Hey, Yahushua is coming back, man. Go ahead.
And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon,
right.
and in the stars, and upon the earth, distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roar.
Right, this distress of nations. First of all, the Lord gave us planetary alignments. He gave us blood moons, pink moons, lunar eclipse, right? The volcano eruptions all around the earth, the earthquakes, all right, the uproars of the people, all that, man. This is how the Lord is speaking in the spirit, man. These things are about to go down. And what else to say? Distress of nations and the perplexity of the people, and the sea and the waves roaring, man. Tsunamis and earthquakes, hurricanes, all these things that are signs from the Lord. That we're at the end of this thing. All right? And you can't deny it no more, man. Can't ignore this thing, man. All right? Bible prophecy is what's happening.
That's why Esau went so hard with pretty much detaching the people from having a biblical worldview.
Yeah.
Because when they see these things taking place, they just think it's like something normal,
Right.
Like appreciate y'all can get that with the clip. They say it's coming.
Yeah, we about to pull it out. Yeah.
They say it's going to be over. I forgot how many states or whatever cities are.
Like seven states or something like that, 7 cities.
But
which we'll get into.
It's funny because they had the clips that in the past. It's pretty much like an X over Babylon, man, which shows you that this is the end. That's the Hebrew character.
The Hebrew character Thah, which is the last letter of the Hebrew alphabet, man. Showing you that the Lord is about to X out America. That's what it is, man. And the prophecies give you the details that the Lord is about to clean this place up. All right? You got it, bro.
2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs.
Matter of fact, hold that. Okay. Finish that one in we was at in was it Matthew or Luke? Yeah, finish that one first, then we're gonna go to that. Slack it.
So Luke 21 and verse 26.
Yep.
Men's hearts failing them for fear.
Yep.
And for looking after those things which are coming on the earth.
Yeah, people are shook, man. People are scared, man. You know, people who necessarily didn't believe at one point are starting to see the prophecies now, man. They're hearing what the prophets are saying, man. All these things, the acceleration of war, the escalation of destruction, you know, people that were kind of like iffy, so to speak, now they like, oh shit, you know, the word of the Lord is faithful and true, man. So there's a fear upon these people because there's a major uncertainty about what the future holds, man. You see what I'm saying? People know that the economy is in gloom, doom and gloom. You just had the doomsday clock last month, which is what, 30 seconds now? 90 seconds for midnight. You know, all of the so-called wise men of this world, they see that the end of this place is near, man. The distrust in the government, that's another thing, man. Right? Now it's came out, now it's on record now, that the, we gotta be coded, but that the JAB, the jump shots, now it's on the record that, look, it's causing heart attacks. It's causing heart malfunction, man. It's causing turbo cancers, man. People are dying at a rapid rate. Now this is on the record, man. Now you people ain't got shit to say, because remember, when it came out, what was people doing? Bragging, talking shit. They was proud, they was boastful. I got my first 2 shots and my couple of boosters. Now people ain't even talking about this shit. It's like, it didn't even happen.
No box, no jab.
Yeah, no box, no jab. What happened with that shit, man? People was big and proud when that shit came down. Now look, shame is covering you people, man.
And then the sad part about it is all you people that's getting sick from it, y'all can't even sue them niggas. They got the damn paperwork to cover their ass.
That's it, man. That's the devil, man. He always will cover his ass with some type of legislation, man.
That's for all of them, not just the new one. All right, all the ones. As soon as your kids drop out your damn box, man, this nigga hitting them up on all type of shit. They getting damn ADHD, not ADHD, what's the shit? Autism,
Yeah.
and you know, baby will become retarded.
Yeah.
You know, but that's like you said, that's the devil because y'all motherfuckers went down to Egypt, man.
Yeah, that's it, man. And they said that they also it came out. They said that babies inside the mother's wombs were having heart attacks. Hearts were exploding inside the mother's wombs for the people who got the jumper, man. All right.
He showed you in that show. What's the name of that show? I sent you. The dude that acted like he was the gates of hell. I forget the name of it was, but it was 2 of us. The British one and the American one.
Right.
But they showed you in that. It was all the sterilizing people. Another form of the depot.
That's it, man. Hey, the prophets of the Lord were screaming at you on the mountaintops to not go down to Egypt and get that shit in your body, man. And like I said, go type in on YouTube right now. Go type in what's his name, Stanley Plotkin.
Yeah.
The video is still on YouTube, man.
You can't.
A whole 9-hour grilling session of this devil on. He's basically like the godfather of the shot. And he's telling you what's up in that thing, man.
All type of man.
All types of shit, man. And people ran down and took it, right? But anyway, we'll read that scripture, read that part of the scripture again about the fear, whatever.
Luke 21 and verse 26.
Yep.
Men's hearts failing them for fear.
Men's hearts failing them for fear, man. Go ahead.
You're talking about the complexity. You're seeing more and more videos of these people coming out complaining how life is unbearable now.
That's it.
You know, which is leading to a lot more depression and suicide, man.
That's it.
Killings, especially with these goddamn black women killing their kids off, man.
Yeah.
You know, which they say a lot of that's coming from the damn jail.
There you go, man.
Men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming upon the earth.
Yeah, people are seeing these things, man. People are seeing all of this shit that's going on, man. At the end of the day, like they try to act like they're not seeing it. People are seeing this stuff, man. You got it?
For the powers of heaven shall be shaken,
Uh-huh.
and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory.
Yeah, Yahweh Shah is coming back in power and in great glory, man. He said in Isaiah 47:3, think not that I come to meet you as a man. You know, he's coming back in a pure, angelic force, man. That's it, man. Lion of Judah. Any more? That was it on that? Kyle, you got something? Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 23 and verse 19. Behold, a whirlwind of the Lord is gone forth in fury, even a grievous whirlwind, it shall fall grievously upon the head of the wicked.
That's right.
And a whirlwind going into the nuclear fire. But you go into that definition for whirlwind, it talks about great destruction, great chaos, great confusion that comes upon you quickly, man.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what we're seeing take place. That whirlwind, before that ultimate whirlwind comes, that whirlwind of chaos and confusion is stirring up in Babylon right now.
This is Proverbs chapter 1.
Yeah, all these signs that are happening in the heavens, on the earth, all that. This ain't just for amusement, man. You know, the Lord didn't just do this to give you something to look at. This the Lord. The Lord is speaking in the spirit, man.
Look, you have all these years of the men of the Lord being out here in the highways warning you on what's about to happen. And y'all scoff, y'all make fun of us. Y'all still got niggas today making these corny ass videos trying to mock the prophet, man. You know? But all this is showing now that you see it, oh, they actually might be right. That fear is kicking in, but this is why the Lord said it. This is Proverbs 1 and 24. Because I have called and you have refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But you have set at naught all my counsel and would none of my reproof.
That's right.
I also will laugh at your calamity, and I will mock when your fear cometh.
That's right.
When your fear and desolation cometh as a it's like when your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. All because you rejected Yahweh Shah's words, man.
Right.
So while the doors of mercy were still open, hey, you abuse your liberty. All right? So when the doors are closed, you start getting your ass handed to you during the judgment, that's when you're going to want to seek the Lord and hear the words of the Lord. But it's going to be a famine of the word in that day, man. The Lord's going to remove us off the streets. He's going to take the videos off the internet, and you're going to be left to your own devices to figure it out for yourself, man.
Everybody's spiritual when they're facing death. But it's going to be too late by then, man.
Yeah.
You know? That's why you're supposed, the scriptures command us to seek the Lord now in your youth. While it's still called the days, the scriptures say, man.
Before the evil days come.
Before the evil days come.
The days are getting more evil by the minute, man. So it will behoove you, if you're seeing all this, to repent, man.
Right. Take advantage of the mercy, of the grace. You know? You got it, brother. Yeah, you can bring that out and priest can hit that. Yep.
It's off of AmericasFirstReport.com. On April 8th, the Great American Eclipse of 2024 will cross over 7 U.S. locations named Nineveh.
Yeah, seven. It says it's going to cross over. This eclipse is going to cross over 7 U.S. locations, man. That number 7 goes back to completion. All right, because ultimately, what? It's going to be a complete destruction of Babylon. Matter of fact, get that in Revelation 11 where it talks about the 10 cities failed. You know, he saw 7,000 men. You know,
They all just want something.
it's like Revelation 11 and try 13, 12, 13 on down.
Yeah. Revelation 11 and 13. It says, "And the same hour there was a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell."
Right. So that great earthquake is going to be the nuclear missiles hitting America, man.
Right.
All right, and it said the 10th part of the city fell, which that represents America, because it's not divided into 10 FEMA zones. How spiritual is that? Right, so the 10th part of the city fell. All right, America is going to be dropped. Go ahead.
It says, "And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000.
See, there you go. In the earthquake, read that part, Salaki.
It says, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000.
In the earthquake were slain of men 7,000. This eclipse that's coming is going to put that X over 7 different cities in America, man.
It's funny that they call it Nineveh.
Yeah.
And what happened to Nineveh of old? The Lord destroyed it.
There you go. So this is all spiritual here, man. Read on.
And the remnant were frightened and gave glory to the power of heaven.
Right, so it says the remnant were frightened and gave glory, because at that particular moment, as the destruction is coming down, the warheads are coming down, the elect, they're going to be going up. Right? Matter of fact, read that in Revelation 11 and 11 and 12, where it talks about the enemies beheld them. Read that part.
This is Revelation 11 and 11.
Yep.
And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh Shem Yahushua entered into them, And they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
Right, and this is happening in these days now, man. The spirit of life, man. Going back to the breath. After that 3 days and a half, you know, the revival of Israel, the understanding of who we are, the knowledge, the prophecies, the tribes, right? Elijah coming back in the last days, Elder High Priest Abba Bivens, all that. Go ahead.
And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them.
There you go. And so the voice of the Lord, they heard the voice of Yahweh Shai, and the elect went up. They went up into the cloud. They went into the ship, the fathership, man. That's tied to what? The deliverance, man, salvation. And it said all their enemies beheld them. And you can read about that in Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, man. Right? The people were, what does it say? They were troubled and amazed at the strangeness of their salvation, man. Yeah, they still with terrible fear, because at that point they realized that these people that were being saved, these were actually the saints of the Lord, the elect. Heavy times, man. Go ahead and go back to that article.
So
Read
back
from
in
the
the
top.
article, it reads, on April 8th, the Great American Eclipse of 2024 will cross over 7 U.S. locations.
There you go.
Named Nineveh.
Named Nineveh, which America is spiritually tied to Nineveh. All right, because Nineveh goes back to Assyria, right? And who's the modern day Assyrian? Esau. You got it?
I'm going to share something truly amazing with you in this article. And once again, a lot of naysayers out there will dismiss it as a coincidence.
Yep.
That really doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, nothing is coincidental with the Most High, right? That's the way, that's the mindset of the world, you know?
Cast out.
Right.
But how is it possible that such a vast number of coincidences just happened to take place in April 2024?
There you go, man. Everything is by the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. This thing is perfectly constructed by the Lord, man. Go ahead.
Last Friday, I told my core supporters about an amazing discovery regarding how the sun and the moon and the 7 other planets in our solar system will be aligned during the Great American Eclipse on April 8th. In this article, I'm going to focus on the 7 specific locations that are named Nineveh, which just happened to fall within the path of the Great American Eclipse on April 8th.
There you go. Go ahead.
Let me start by going back almost 7 years. On August 21st, 2017, the first Great American Eclipse made headlines all over the nation. It was also known as the 7 Salem Eclipse because the path of that eclipse crossed over 7 U.S. locations named Salem.
Salem, going back to what? Jerusalem. All right? And Yahweh Shai is coming to redeem. He's coming to save Jerusalem, man. Started with the elect. Because remember, Israel is a people before it's a place. So salvation is at hand. Real quick, Zephaniah 3:20. Bubble shot. Right? Salvation is at the door.
Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 20. At that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you.
Yep.
For I will make you a name and a praise among all people of the earth when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, saith the Lord.
Yeah, when I turn back your captivity, meaning the Lord is going to deliver Jerusalem, man. This is the time of the salvation of the elect. Isaiah 40:2. The Lord said what? He said, matter of fact, get that. Isaiah 40:2 real quick. Just tying in the salvation of Jerusalem. All right?
So Isaiah chapter 40 and verse 2. Speak ye comfortably to Jerusalem and cry unto her that her warfare is accomplished.
Woo, see that? This is the comfort, man, that we're speaking to our people, man. That what? That your warfare is accomplished. All right? Read on.
And that her iniquity that her warfare is accomplished, that her iniquity is pardoned, for she hath received of the Lord's hand double for all her sins.
You can speak on it, brother.
I'm going to read it real quick in the NLT.
Come on.
It says, speak tenderly to Jerusalem, tell her that her sad days are gone, and her sins are pardoned. Yes, the Lord has punished her twice over for all her sins.
Man.
So we've served our captivity, man. We've served our punishment, for forsaking Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. So now the time is coming for us for Him to redeem the elect out of this terrible situation and reestablish Jerusalem as that supreme nation, man.
That's it, brother. One more. Joel, you got any more? Joel, get Joel 2:32 real quick.
Joel 2:32.
Yep.
It shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be delivered.
Go ahead.
For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be delivered.
Woo, that's the point right there, man. Read that again, Doc.
It says, as the Lord hath said, I read from the top.
You got it, brother.
It shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be delivered.
Uh-huh.
For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be delivered.
See that? So for in Mount Zion and Jerusalem shall be deliverance, man. Right? As we were reading in this article, this eclipse is going to pass over seven states that have cities with Salem. Right? That's a spiritual sign here, man. Go ahead, Doc.
I think it said that. They
Already did that?
That's an old.
Come. Right.
It says, as the Lord hath said, and in whom, it's like in the remnant whom the Lord shall call.
Right, in the remnant. So not only is salvation for the nation of Israel, but it said in the remnant whom the Lord shall call. So the Lord is dealing with the remnant, the elect. Because all of Israel ain't going to make it out of here on this side, man. There's a reason why as it is written in Zechariah, 13 and 8, you got a 2/3 and you got a 1/3, man. Which the 1/3 consists of the 144,000 and that great multitude, man, of believers, men, women, and children, man. That's going to be delivered out of here. Matter of fact, one more, Jeremiah 31:7. Start at 6. All right?
It's Jeremiah chapter 31 and verse 6. For there shall be a day that the watchmen upon the Mount Ephraim shall cry, arise ye, and let us go up to Zion unto the Lord our power.
Right, and that's tying that back to the prophets, man. The prophets are warning, are crying out that our salvation is near. Yahweh Shai is on the way back. All right? It's getting ready to go down. You got it, brother.
Jeremiah 31:7. But thus saith the Lord, sing with gladness for Jacob, and shout among the chief of the nations. Publish ye, praise ye, and say, O Lord, save thy people, the remnant of Israel.
Woo! See that? And it said, would it read that part about the chief again, Salaki?
Jeremiah 31:7. But thus saith the Lord, sing with gladness for Jacob, and shout among the chief of the nations.
And shout among the chief of the nations. The prophets are out here singing what? The new song. And they're shouting among the chief of the nations, which you tie that to Babylon the Great, man. All right, this is the chief of nations. This is where America, Babylon is where all these nations across the planet get their wicked influence from. Jeremiah 51, man, talks about the wicked wines and philosophies that come out of this place that have made the whole earth drunken.
That's why Habakkuk 2 and 15 tells you, woe unto them that give their neighbors a strong drink.
Yep.
You know? And that Babylonian juice has poisoned the whole world.
That's right.
Which is why those scripture talks about how the nations are mad. You know?
That's right, brother.
Yeah, even going back to the 7 Ninevehs that are being covered by the eclipse. The Nineveh was the epicenter of witchcraft at that time.
Yep.
You know, so during that time, you know, we understand that America is spiritual Nineveh, so they're following in the same footsteps of all these ancient kingdoms. Man.
That's it, brother. Great point. Yeah, we'll go back to that. Was that we were done with that scripture? Yeah, read down to 8.
Jeremiah 31 and verse 8. Behold, I will bring them from the north country.
See? Behold, I will bring them from the north country. North America, man. All right, go ahead.
And gather them from the coast of the earth.
And gather them from the coast of the earth, all where the rest of the elect have been scattered. Because pursuant to Ezekiel 11, right, the Lord said that the believers amongst these other nations will represent those small sanctuaries. Right? Go ahead.
And with them the blind and the lame,
Yep.
the woman with child and her that travaileth with child together.
There you go. The blind, the lame, the woman with child, and the woman that travaileth with child together. So it's going to be women get delivered, women that are pregnant with child. You see? Go ahead.
A great company shall return thither.
See? A great company shall return thither. Right? Which you can link that up with Revelation, the 7th chapter. The great multitude that the Apostle John saw that got delivered, man. He said they came from all nationalities, tongues, kindreds, right? But these were all Israelites at the end of the day, right? Any more?
They shall come with weeping and with supplications will I lead them.
That's right.
I will cause them to walk by the rivers of waters in a straight way, wherein they shall not stumble, for I am a father to Israel, and Ephraim is my firstborn.
There you go. So bottom line is that the Lord raised us up in these last days by the way of the breath. He gave us the truth. He gave us the the right direction, so to speak, man. This is the way, walk ye in it, man. And that's why the scriptures say, before we go back to the article, in Psalms 40 and get verse 3. Because many are beginning to see it now. All right, which is the elect. You know, the Lord is opening the eyes of the prisoners, you know, so to speak. The blind eyes, the scriptures tell you about that, man.
This is Psalms 40 and 3. And he hath put a new song in my mouth,
Yep.
even praise unto our power. Many shall see it and fear, and shall trust in the Lord.
See that? Many shall see it in fear and shall trust in the Lord, man. The many that are seeing it is the elect, man. Those that are being brought in this thing in the last hour, man. Those that were that's part of the Lord's elect that have been sanctioned from the beginning of the time to receive salvation, man. Many are beginning to see it, man. Hey, the truth is here, man. We have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. All right. The prophets are beginning to be heard, man. All right, by those that meant to be that are meant to hear, you know. So, you got it, brother.
This is Isaiah chapter 11 and verse 2.
Khan.
It says, and the Spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him. I started with it. It says, and there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and a branch grow out of his roots.
Yeah, that's talking about Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
And the Spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him, the Spirit of wisdom and understanding,
That's right.
the Spirit of counsel and might,
Yep.
the Spirit of knowledge and of the fear of the Lord, and shall make him of quick understanding.
And it shall make him of quick understanding, and that's what's happening in these last hour, right? You got sincere believers of the elect that are getting that understanding quick, man. I remember back when I came in, I remember hearing this from Elder Apostle Kai. He said that he was like, brother, you getting the meat quick. You see what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, you went from the milk. He's like, you getting the meat quick. And it didn't dawn on me till years later, man. And that's what's happening now. Brothers and sisters are getting going from the milk straight to the meat right now because the Lord is getting ready to close this shit up.
Yeah, you gotta grow you up fast to be able to get through these times. Now, I'm not saying that brothers with low levels of understanding ain't gonna be taken care of, but you know, we're at the point to where the things you need to know, the Lord is making sure you know.
Yeah.
You know?
Quickly.
Yeah. It says, and shall make him with quick understanding in the fear of the Lord.
Yep.
He shall not judge after the sight of his eyes, neither reprove after the hearing of his ears.
Right. So the believers are coming into this thing. These new believers are coming into this thing with quick understanding, man. All right. It's being laid on the believers heavily right now, and they're getting that understanding because we're in a time of closure, man. The Lord is sealing this thing up. The doors of grace and mercy are about to close, and salvation is pretty much on the line, man.
You gotta take part in that table. The Lord said, like you said, He set a table, you know, in the midst of our enemies. So you gotta take part in the smorgasbord, man, while it's still available.
Gotta eat from that from the platter, man.
Yeah, it's like the Passover, man. Hey, you gotta eat with that haste, man. This shit about to be done.
Right, and that's what we had to do. We had to eat the haste and get the hell up out of there, man. And that's what's happening right now in the spirit, man. You know, we're digesting Yahweh Shai in haste, man. Because salvation is on the horizon, man. Destruction is near, man. This thing's about to go down. You're not going to have the full access of the word like you normally do, man. Famine of the word, all these decrees and legislations coming into place. So the Lord is just really, at every angle, the Lord is accelerating this thing, man.
You ain't even gonna have access to us out here.
That's that point, man.
You know, the famine of the word tells you, the Lord, He's gonna take away His word, man. No scripture, I think it's in Jeremiah where He said He's gonna cause the roof or the tongue to cleave to the roof of our mouth. You know.
Yep.
So these videos ain't gonna be around for too much longer, man.
Right. And Elder Apostle Tahar did the lesson on the what's it called, the Pinto Bowser law or whatever.
The joint in DC. I haven't looked at it.
Yeah. So pretty much in the video, he goes into how out in DC and somewhere else, they're making a law where you can't have more than 2 people gathered together. You see what I'm saying? So the spirit was on Elder Apostle Hardin to point it out. That's easy going into us because we gather by numbers, you know. So it may get to a point where, look, brothers gonna have to go out 2 by 2s. But didn't the Lord say that when 2 or more in the midst? You know, I'm in the midst thereof. See what I'm saying? So the elders seen right through that, man. So we already know who that's really getting at, man. That's a foreshadowing of getting us off the streets, man, and being in large groups.
Remember, they tried that during the lockdown, though. I think it was like
Can't stand too close.
6 feet, and then it was you could only have a certain amount of people in one area at a time, too.
Yeah.
You know, that's just, Lord, like we always say, man, this second round, whatever they're gonna do, man, this is gonna be the real deal. So you're gonna really see the squeeze come through, man.
That's
like
it.
we've been seeing already.
That's it. You got it, brother. We can go back.
Back in the article, it reads, on August 21st, 2017, the first great American eclipse made headlines all over the nation. It was also known as the 7 Salem eclipse because the path of that eclipse crossed over 7 U.S. locations named Salem.
Yep.
Salem is short for Jerusalem, and that is why so many early Americans chose that name for their communities. Now the second great American eclipse is almost here,
Yep.
and the path of that eclipse will cross over 7 U.S. locations named Nineveh.
Yeah, so it's all spiritual. Lord's about to X out. He's about to cross out that letter X. Look that up. I believe it goes into the blot out, to destroy. When you look it up, the meaning of X. Notice everything is X Twitter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Tesla.
Tesla X, all, you know? X marks the spot, as they say, right?
X means, from dictionary.com, cross out or mark with or as if with an X.
Yeah, when you cross out something, that means it's destroyed. It's done. The Lord's about to cross out this place. Go ahead.
They use definition with the word.
God.
That's all I'm saying.
And like we made mention, the Hebrew word, the Hebrew letter, the Tha, right? The last letter of the alphabet, man. That's the end of this thing.
It goes into the Chi Psi stigma as well.
Heavy.
Right? So that Chi is that X. That's why we see it getting pushed, as the elder may mention, throughout all facets of society.
Right, because also into that Chai, you know, Esau is pretty much trying to get rid of the scriptures, get rid of the Lord, and replace the Lord with his idea of what God is, you know, through science, this technocracy, the AI, you know. He's trying to exile, like it tells you that in Revelation, right? How they cross the Lord out, you know. You got it, brother. Yeah, but that's pretty much what X means, to cross out. When you cross something out, you get rid of it, right?
So back in the article, it reads, jumping down, it reads, the eclipse will also cross over locations named Nineveh in the province of Nova Scotia, Canada.
Yep.
So that's why you see some list of 8 Ninevehs on social media.
Uh-huh.
In some of these locations, residents will be able to view a total solar eclipse, and others only a partial solar eclipse.
That's right.
So what do we know about Nineveh? Well, Genesis chapter 10 tells us that Nineveh was built by Nimrod, and I think that is very noteworthy.
Yeah.
In addition, Wikipedia tells us that the path of the Berg Sagale eclipse crossed over Nineveh on June 15th, 763 BC. It says the Assyrian eclipse, also known as the Berg Sagale eclipse, is a solar eclipse recorded in the Assyrian epitome. It lists most likely dates to the 10th year of the reign of Arshadon III.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, we just hit all the points. Take your time, bro.
I got something real quick.
You got it, brother.
This is off of spells8.com, dealing with the X. So it says, the letter X is one of the most mysterious and misunderstood letters in the alphabet. It has a long history and deep spiritual meaning that is often overlooked. There might be many different interpretations of what X might symbolize. Some believe that it's a representation of the universe, while others believe that it stands for the unknown. In many cultures, X is associated with death and rebirth.
There you go. In many cultures, X is associated with death and rebirth, because right now we're witnessing the death of this man's power, his system, and it's going to be the rebirth of the establishment of the elect,
Right.
the kingdom of heaven. You know, so it's all spiritual, man.
That is. It says, as it is thought to mark the end of one cycle and the beginning of another.
Ooh, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man.
Right.
It tells you that in Ecclesiastes, the first chapter, right? one generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever.
Right.
See that? Whew,
It
man.
is often seen as a symbol of change or transition,
Ooh, man.
as it represents the crossing of a threshold.
There you go. So that X, the X represents a symbol of transition, man. We're in the transition of power, man. The Edomite is going down, man. We're witnessing the fall of this beast system. All right, the revival of the Roman Empire. We're in the midst of Rome 2.0, man, and that exercise and that power is being exercised through Babylon, NATO, and the EU, man. All right, the beast that had the 7 heads and 10 horns. All right, so the Lord is coming to destroy this Edomite infrastructure, man. That's what that represents.
So jumping back, it says, some believe that the Berg-Segel eclipse happened at the same time that Jonah was in Nineveh, warning the population that the city would be destroyed.
Yeah, because during his time, he was warning Nineveh about the coming destruction, but at his time, it didn't happen until years down the line. All right, during the time of Nahum, which we're going to get that in a second, too. Go ahead.
The biblical scholar Donald Wiseman has speculated that the eclipse took place around when Jonah arrived in Nineveh and urged the people to repent, otherwise the city would be destroyed.
Man, that's so heavy. How much more are we doing that through the Spirit? Are we in the same lot as Jonah? We're warning our people to what? To repent. To come out of, what Scripture say, come out of her, my people. To turn back to the Lord, man. To put on this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. To put on the true, spiritual garments, as the Scripture say, man. To leave this shit alone. This is the time to get right with the Lord, to be covered. So it's all spiritual. Go ahead,
It says, this would explain the dramatic repentance of the people of Nineveh as described in the book of Jonah.
I got one scripture for you. All right? Spirit hot. All right, this is Isaiah 55. Isaiah 55, verse 6, it says, seek ye the Lord, Yahweh Shemawashah, while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Verse 7, it says, let the wicked forsake his way. And this is talking about the wicked of our people, man. This is not talking about the wicked, the Edomites. It's talking about the wicked of Israel, man. All right? Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. Let him return unto the Lord, Yahweh Shemawashah, and he will have mercy upon him into our power, for he will abundantly pardon, man. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking to have our sins and transgressions pardoned by the Lord. All right? That's that stone of exemption, that white stone as it goes into a Revelation, man. To be found guiltless, right? Blameless. You see that? You got it, brother.
It reads, this will explain the dramatic repentance of people of Nineveh as described in the book of Jonah. Ancient cultures, including Assyria, viewed eclipses as omens of imminent destruction.
Woo, see that?
And
This X represents of imminent destruction, which is prophesied throughout the scriptures, man. You got it, brother.
And the empire was in chaos at this time, struggling with revolts, famines, and 2 separate outbreaks of plague.
Is that not happening in America right now? People are struggling with famines, pestilences, political and religious views, differences. You see what I'm saying? The whole world is in an uproar. All out confusion on everybody. Right? You got it, bro.
Now a historic solar eclipse of our own is here. But instead of crossing over just one Nineveh, our solar eclipse will be crossing over 7 Ninevehs. It is being reported that the Great American Eclipse of 2024 will be the most viewed astronomical event in all of U.S. history. Interestingly, out of more than 19,000 cities, towns, and villages in the United States, the very first community in the U.S. that the path of the eclipse will touch will be Eagle Pass, Texas. So that eagle is being brought down, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I said, it's funny, man, saying the past 2 years, all that attention is going on in Texas right now, man.
That's heavy.
That might pop something up.
Yeah, it might really explode down there in the borders or whatever,
So Eagle Pass, Texas has become ground zero of the national immigration crisis.
Yep.
Just another coincidence.
Right. Quote unquote, right? That's pretty much it. Hey, get Isaiah real quick before we go to Nahum. Go to Isaiah 10. Because as we made mention earlier, Isaiah 10 and 12. Now we're in the time of the fall of the Assyrian, man, which is Esau. All right? The modern day Assyrian. And read down to 15. Isaiah 10, 12 to 15.
Go to Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 12. It reads, "Wherefore it shall come to pass that when the Lord hath performed his whole work upon Mount Zion and on Jerusalem, I will punish the fruit of the stout heart of the king of Assyria, and the glory of his high looks."
Right, but you could tie that back to Esau, back to Babylon, man. The Lord said he was going to punish the stout, that the pride of America, man. Pride of Esau. We don't.
For he saith, "By the strength of my hand I have done it."
And that's what he says. In his mind, he says that it was by my strength that he's conquered the world, that he's taken the resources, that he's oppressed the people. All right? He says in his heart that he's done that by his own strength. Right?
Nigga got in the hand that fed him.
Come on, man.
What happened to Manifest Destiny though?
For he saith, "By the strength of my hand I have done it, and by my wisdom, for I am prudent."
There you go. For by my wisdom, I'm prudent. I'm wise. That's why Obadiah, what did it say? The pride of thy heart have deceived thee, you damn devil. And that's why he's going to bring you down. Right? And all of these signs of the eclipse and all of that, the Xing out of America, these are all signs of your pending destruction. Go ahead.
"And I have removed the bounds of the people, and have robbed their treasures. And I have put down the inhabitants like a valiant man."
Right. This man is literally the hammer of the earth. Read that again.
And I have removed the bounds of the people,
Right. He's changed the borders. Right. He's invaded lands. Go ahead.
and have robbed their treasures.
And have robbed their treasure. He's stolen resources. He's oppressed people. He's put sanctions on nations. He's bombed cities and governments, you know. Go ahead.
Turned the whole world upside.
Come on, man. Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, man. Right? He is as hell and as death and cannot be satisfied, man. Right? Go ahead.
And I have put down the inhabitants like a valiant
There
man.
you go. He has the whole world in oppression. All right? In straits. Go ahead.
That continual stroke.
That's it.
Non-stop, of violence and oppression against people that he would consider allies even, man.
Right. Right.
Shit, his own people. He's smashing down his own people, man. That's how you know this man's a devil, man. Hey, as a nation, this is supposed to be their kingdom. But only a small percentage of the Edomites actually have the control over the world,
That's
man.
it.
Which is why you see a lot of the upheaval amongst these Edomites that's waking up to the truth of the matter, man. Which is why you're seeing rebellion against the government. All right, these different militia groups begin to form because they're about to go to war with the government.
That's it, man. And how did Esau do all this? By the sword. His blessing, man. Going back to what? The technology, biological warfare, nuclear capability, nuclear missiles, bombs, the gun, his military force.
And that deceit.
Yep.
Because if you have people that would, speak out against the things that these people are doing, they just mysteriously go missing. They just drop dead
Exactly.
or kill themselves, like they claim to say.
Right.
End up in a helicopter crash.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Right.
All these mysterious deaths is randomly.
Isaiah 10 and 14. "And my hand hath found as a nest the riches of the people, and as one gathereth eggs that are left, have I gathered all the earth. And there was none that moved the wing, or opened the mouth, or peeped."
Yeah, like you said, I have gathered all the earth. This is what Esau has done, man. The earth was, Job 9 and 24. Earth was given into the hand of the wicked, man. So he has the whole planet in the palm of his hand, man. And he's not satisfied until he has your soul, man. Right? That's what this whole CBDC infrastructure is about, man. Implanting the planet Earth with that damn C-hip, man. Total control over your body, your autonomy, all that, man.
Shit, your thoughts. You ain't gonna have nothing to call your own, man. Everything's gonna be under this man's thumbnail, bro.
That's it, man.
So he said, "You will own nothing and be happy."
He meant that.
Right. This is his left-handed way of propelling himself as being omnipotent, man.
Right.
You know?
And he's presenting it in a way like everybody's going to be able to take part in it, but really, it's just for the elite,
Right.
which is wicked because the earth is created for all of mankind. You know, there's going to be a one rulership under the nation of Israel,
Right.
but all the nations are still going to be able to enjoy the earth. This
right.
nigga, he's destroying certain parts of the earth, all right, moving the people out the land just so that it could be just occupied for him. He ain't going to be there every day. He just wants it. Nobody can have it. That's the devil, man. Nah,
He
man.
ain't gonna do shit.
He can't have it. That project,
Oh, yeah.
Samson. You know?
Yeah, that's heavy.
These motherfuckers got a goddamn nuclear missile or nuclear program to where if they can't succeed with their plan, they're just gonna blow the earth up, man.
Yeah. What's it called? Project
Samson.
Project
Operation
Samson. Yeah, Operation Samson. That's a real devil, man. So if they can't conquer the earth how they desire to, they're just willing to blow up the whole planet, man.
That's a menace, man. You always make the joke about, you know, the motherfucker at the court that he didn't get picked. He take his ball and leave.
Right.
That's this nigga.
Right.
He can't have the world. Nobody can. He's
Right.
gonna destroy
He's
everything.
just gonna blow everything up, man. And this is why Yahweh Shah is needed, man.
That's why the scriptures say if the Lord brings benefit, he didn't come back. There was no flesh to be saved, man. This nigga's gonna kill everybody, bro.
He ready to blow up the whole fucking, you know? That's crazy, man. This nigga gotta go, man.
Yeah, man.
So Isaiah 10 and 14 in the NLT. I have robbed their nets of riches and gathered up kingdoms as a farmer gathers eggs. No one can even flap a wing against me or utter a peep of protest.
Man.
Like Teresa May mentioned, man, you can't speak out against this man. Everything you say is going to be met with vitriol, man. Right? That's why the scriptures tell us that truth is going to be demonized in that time, man. So even more so than it is right now.
You're gonna be a target that day. You're speaking out against the New World Order, especially if you're using the Bible.
Right. That's it.
So Isaiah 10 and 15.
This nigga's a madman.
Shall the axe boast itself against him that heweth therewith? Or shall the saw magnify itself against him that shaketh it?
Right. See, everything that Esau has conquered and possessed, it wasn't by his own greatness.
Nah. The
Right?
Lord allows you to do these things, man. And like I said, at one point in history, you acknowledge that. That's why I made the joke. What happened to manifest destiny? Now these niggas has gotten all these damn great accomplishments under himself. Now he's sniffing himself, man.
Right. Smelling his ass.
This is me. I did this on my own. Nah, nigga, everything that happened was ordained by the Lord.
That's it.
That's Daniel 4:17, man.
Yep. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Only now he will let it until he be taken out of the way. So you had prophecy to fulfill, man. All right, you had a mission. The Lord set you up to be the wicked. All right, the sword of the Lord to fulfill your role in prophecy. Then he gonna execute your ass, as it is written.
And that's why we love the prophecies, man. Because we know the end result for you devils is destruction.
That's it, man. Go ahead, I'll read that verse again.
Isaiah 10 and 15. Shall the axe boast itself against him that heweth therewith?
Right.
Or shall the saw magnify itself against him that shaketh it? As if the rod should shake itself against him that lifteth up, or as if the staff should lift up itself, as if it were no wood.
Yeah, right. So how the hell is the axe gonna boast in chopping the wood, but really it's the man that's hewing the axe, right? And that's really the Yahweh Shema Shah, man. See, Yahweh Shema Shah is hewing Esau. He's using him as that sword, as that axe. But it ain't off of Esau's own power, right? And that's where he's sadly mistaken. Thy terrible, the scriptures say that thy terribleness have deceived thee, man. Right?
It's just a tool for prophecy's sake.
That's it. That's why Ezekiel 28, when it goes into the prophecy against the prince of Tyrus, that's all symbolic to Esau. It's all tied to Esau, Edom, America, man. You see that? And he's become proud through what? Through his scientific achievements, man. Through his army, through his collection of resources and riches, right? To the point where he thinks that he's a god. But the Lord said, what? You're going to find out that you are no god, but just a mere man.
You should have learned from King Nebuchadnezzar. All right? That pride, man, it's not going to get you nowhere. The Lord, it's like he humbled him, he's going to humble you.
That's it. I raised Pharaoh up just to show my power within you.
Romans 9:17.
That's it. See, these devils are really about to find out who's truly in charge, man. Right? You got it, brother.
I just want to jump up in this Isaiah 10.
You got it.
So Isaiah 10 and 5. So Isaiah chapter 10 verse 5. O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, and the staff in their hand is mine indignation. And you go into that staff, it goes into their power, man. So the power that they've been given is the indignation of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. It's not of their own doing. It's not of their own diligence, right? It's not of their own wisdom. They were given this specific order, this specific task to go and take peace from the earth, in order to forward prophecy.
Yeah, because at the same time, these devils are issuing out the judgments from the Lord, all right? Because as we talk about, he has the different machines that can cause natural disasters and all these different things.
Right.
The Lord allowed him to do that to bring forth the judgment that needed to send whoever got to get smoked, go back to the spirit world, man.
Right.
But also, according to Psalm 17, he's the sword of the Most High that's going to be unleashed into you wicked niggas, man. So you ain't doing nothing on yourself, Esau.
Don't flatter yourself.
You ain't that important, man.
Right.
This is a cog in the story.
Right, because hey, it's heavy because once it's all said and done, the Edomite is going to be insignificant.
So
Right.
much so that his existence is going to be wiped out. Nobody's going to remember this man.
That's it. He shall have no name in the street.
That's why he's doing what he's doing, because he wants to establish his remembrance in the earth, like it says in Wisdom of Solomon 2.
Yeah, get that. Okay, go ahead. Was it the third chapter? Let's get that. Because America, Babylon is spiritually tied to Nineveh, man. This is spiritual Nineveh that we're in the midst of. Because you got to understand, this place is regarded as Babylon. All the ancient empires, all right, that existed at one point in time, America has taken its influence from all of them. The idols, especially the idols, the witchcraft, the different manners of customs that those ancient empires had. They're all exercised here in Babylon. That's why Babylon in the Hebrew is Babal, which means confusion. You see?
That's why they call this place the Great Melting Pot. Right? It's a culmination of all the wicked cultures that the earth has ever brought up, man.
Yeah. And all these particular empires or cultures, Israel was subjugated under them, man.
Yeah, which is funny, because when you go to Vegas, they got all the statues of pretty much the past kingdoms, man. Egypt, Babylon, things like that, man.
Yep.
So that just further proves our brother's point, man.
Yep. Damn sure do. They got that big ass black pyramid. I forgot the name of that hotel though.
Then you got the gate, over in Hollywood, the Babylonian temple. Once you cross into Hollywood, you gotta go through that gate, man. So this place gotta go, man.
That's it.
It's Nahum chapter 3 and verse 1.
Yep.
Woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not.
Yeah. See, woe to the bloody city, and America is tied to that bloody city, man. This place was established off of rape, robbery, and murder, man. Pillaging, man. Lies. You see that? And it said that the prey departeth not, because you Israelites, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, Hispanics, you represent the prey. All right? You're still held here in captivity to this very day, pursuant to what? Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 33. Right? Israel and Judah went into captivity together, and all them that held them fast refused to let them go. So you are the prey that departeth not, as the scriptures say. Go ahead, Doc.
I'm going to say, too, this isn't the only nation that was established off of rape, robbery, and murder, but it's the worst, right? They've done it to a greater extent than any other society, man. So that's why the Lord has such indignation against this place, man. Because not only do they have his chosen seed, as the prey, as it read, right? He's destroyed the entire earth, man. And he's gone and spread his wicked philosophy throughout the planet.
That's right.
It says, verse 2, Nahum 3 and 2, the noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and the prancing of horses and the jumping chariots. That just goes into the economy, man. The traffic, right? As the scriptures talk about, man. All these people, all the hustling and bustling you see going up and down the streets, man. Yeah, all the business that takes place.
Yeah, trade, all that.
It says the horseman lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain, and a great number of carcasses. And there is none end of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses.
Right, the Lord's going to raise up that glittering spear, that sword, which is going to be those missiles. He said that in Isaiah 34. He said that his sword would be bathed in heaven, and it shall come down upon Idumea, the people of my curse, for judgment, man. Idumea is what? Greek for Edom. Esau, Edom. Right? Showing you that Esau tried to hide himself, man. You know? Go ahead, Doc.
Verse 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot,
Yep.
the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcrafts.
Do you got the information on that about Nineveh? Bring that out. We're going to read that verse again and then bring that out, because Nineveh was known as the epicenter of witchcraft. All right? Just like Babylon, man. Those are the parallels between Babylon, America, and ancient Nineveh. All right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, read that. That's heavy.
This is off of the Met.com. It reads, during the first millennium BC, expert practitioners of magic performed rituals and practiced other facets of magic production in private and public contexts.
Yep.
Our knowledge of these practices comes from extensive cuneiform records that preserve descriptions of these specialists and their technical knowledge, the spells they recited, the medicinal substances they made, and the knowledge necessary to interpret signs and signs in the natural world.
Don't all that go on here in America? The rituals, the spells, the witchcraft, the sorcery. Right? Go ahead, Doc.
Under the direction of the Assyrian kings, many of these spells and practices became standardized, and texts were formalized into several canonical series referred to as handbooks, many of which are preserved from the famous library of Ashurbanipal in Nineveh, and from the city of Sippar, one of the great Mesopotamian centers of learning. So this whole Nineveh was the center of learning and witchcraft, man. Right? They brought all the different witchcrafts and sorceries together, just as Babylon, America does, man. Right? So they did the same thing back then, and as we see, they're putting this in the handbooks now. Right? They have various spells and sorceries that take place throughout the what's it called? The constitutions and things of that nature, man. You know, but just like I said, this place is the center of witchcraft, man.
Yeah, witchcraft is in the food, it's in the water, it's in the air, it's on your TV. It's everywhere, man. So just like Nineveh was the epicenter of witchcraft, America is in the same position, man. All right? This is the epicenter of wickedness, man. All right? Any more in there?
That was it on that.
That was-
Just to add to it, just like people would go, they would travel across the globe to go to Nineveh to practice whatever their idolatry was. This is what we see taking place in America as well.
Yeah.
Nations that have, forsaken the Babylonian way, right, this American way, the people of the nation still seek to go after these practices, man.
Yeah.
That's why you see, women of other nations, hearkening unto this place, man, and seeking to be a part of this society, man.
Nah. I want to add on. Can you get that one in Revelation 17 where it says that Babylon was regarded as the mother of harlots? Because also Nineveh was known as the ancient metropolitan, which is also called the quote mother city, right? So is not America known as what? The great mother of harlots, the great whore? It's all tied back to what? A wicked woman, basically, right? Read that for me, y'all.
So Revelation 17 and verse 5.
So once again, we're just pointing out the parallels between ancient Nineveh and now spiritual Nineveh, which is America, right? You got it, brother.
So Revelation 17 and 1. And there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
Right, that sitteth upon many waters, man. See, and that's America, because the many waters represent the people, the nations, Go ahead.
With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
Right, going back to what we read about ancient Nineveh, man. The fornication, the nations have been made drunk, man, through what? All of the sorcery, all of the lies, the witchcraft. You know, and these nations have taken on the same spirit, so to speak, you know? Right? Hey, Shalom, brother.
So he carried me away in the spirit in the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
Right, that woman it represents America, and it said it sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, going back to the 7 heads, 10 horns, right? And it says full of names of blasphemy, because the 7 heads also and the 10 horns represent pretty much the Edomite power structure that's governing the earth now, right? Go ahead.
And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls.
Right. Purple representing power, rulership. The red scarlet color being tied back to Esau. This Esau is also known as the red horse in Revelation 6 and 4. Read on.
Having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication.
Yeah. Pedophilia, sodomy, homosexuality, all of that, man. Lesbianism, transformism, all right? That's what this place produces. Wickedness, right? Go ahead.
And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great.
Yeah, this is Mystery Babylon the Great. Go ahead.
The mother of harlots.
Yeah, see that? The mother of harlots. Go ahead.
And abominations of the earth.
Yeah, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. That's this place. So going back to what I said, ancient Nineveh was regarded as the ancient metropolitan city, so to speak, which they call the mother city. So those are the parallels there, right? You have something, please? You got it, brother. So let's go back and eat off that.
So back in Nahum chapter 3.
Read verse 4 again.
And verse 4. Because of the multitude of whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcraft.
Right, get Isaiah 47 real quick and read verses 9 through 14.
Isaiah.
Hey, because the scriptures give you the answers, man. You got to be able to decipher the codes, man. Put the precepts together, precept upon precept. Lord said that through that King David, through that precepts is how you get understanding.
Isaiah 47 and 9. But these 2 things shall come to thee in a moment in one day.
Yep.
The loss of children and widowhood.
Yeah, the loss of children and widowhood. All signs point to the end of America, the end of Babylon, man. Go ahead.
They shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorcery.
And what's going to be the perfection? Total annihilation. For the, what did it say? For the multitude of thy sorceries, and what else?
And for the great abundance of thine enchantments.
And for the great abundance of thy enchantments, man. We're in a time where this devil is opening up fucking portals. He's communicating with the other side. You know?
Sacrifices going up.
Sacrifices. You got these top scientists, which are really top level witches and warlocks, doing all types of shit right now, man.
Yeah.
Right?
Talking about the new diseases.
Yeah.
It's pretty much new ways to destroy Israel, man.
Yeah.
Trying to fight against the Lord.
Come on, man. This man is mixing DNA. He's splicing genes. He's making new creations. He thinks he's the Most High. Right? Go ahead, huh?
For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me.
See, Esau, he's been blinded by his wickedness. He's trusted in his wickedness. Go ahead.
Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee.
See that? Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it have perverted his mind. Because first off, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, as the scriptures say. So he's been totally off the rail through his left hand, man. Them demons, you know, he's tapping into all of that high level sorcery, man, to the point where he thinks he's God. Go ahead.
And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me.
Is he not saying that? When you go on all these platforms, the WEF, the WHO, Klaus Schwab, all right, the Mo, what's his name? Yuval Noah Harari, and the rest of these damn devils, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, right? They have put themselves in positions as being, you know, gods, you know? Go ahead.
It says, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me.
Yep.
Thy wisdom and thy knowledge they have perverted thee.
That's right.
And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me.
And this man is saying that, man. Scriptures say that he's Psalm 73 that they speak lawfully concerning oppression. They're just on the platforms like, look, we about to have you niggas in full blown oppression. You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna own nothing. You gonna be happy. You gonna eat the bugs.
The bugs.
You know, you ain't gonna have no food. We gonna kill off all the cows and chickens.
You niggas gonna have 3 outfits a year.
Come on, man.
You ain't gonna own nothing. Like tomorrow I said, you gonna own nothing and love it.
Right.
That's some bullshit, man.
You gonna eat lab meat. Right. Bill Gates already working with them damn Moabites on how to turn shit into meat.
Yeah, he been working on it.
They've been doing that, man. Esau turning, well, you know, we've been drinking that, but the sewage water, the piss and shit water, you know, they're recycling it to drinking water, man.
They're mixing it, or the water's getting contaminated with all the drugs these people are taking. So we don't know what the hell we putting in our body.
We got to get the fuck out of here, man. Micah 2 and 10, right?
Yeah, man.
This place is not your rest. Now you understand that, man. This man has to be stopped.
But yet, we're the wicked ones for asking for a better world. Verse 11. Therefore, just real quick.
It's just a quote from Noah Yuval Harari. It says, "We are really acquiring divine powers of creation and destruction. We are really upgrading humans into gods. We are acquiring, for instance, the power to re-engineer life. The era of free will is over."
And that's bullshit. Only one that's going to truly become gods is the nation of Israel, man. And we're going to do it through Yahweh Shem Yahushua, not merging nobody with no machine, man.
Right.
That's going to come to naught, man. You know? Because at the end of the day, you devils were only, as it says in Job, you were only given but so far to go, man. You have a limit that you're at that limit, man.
Right.
You know? Yeah, the scripture say that has set bounds that you cannot pass. All right, so you devils is finished, man.
Yeah. Scripture say his sins have reached unto the heavens, man.
Yeah.
Right? The Lord ain't got no choice but to come back, man, if this man continues to go on.
He's on borrowed time. Isaiah 47:11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth,
Yep.
and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off.
Right, you're not gonna put off the destruction that's coming via nuclear war, World War III. Then also too, these devils know that they're gonna they expect a lot of resistance against this new world order, especially when they get rid of the money and push forth the sea. Hey, a lot of people ain't gonna go for that shit, man. This is why they already have all these foreign troops secretly coming into the nation that's disguised as immigrants and so-called refugees. Because really, these are those damn UN troops that they're about to unleash on these streets, man.
He's well taken care of.
So-called peacekeepers, man. That's gonna be roaming the streets, gunning people down. Right? So they're ready for the rebellion that's going to come from the public, man.
Yep.
You got it, brother.
And destruction shall come upon thee suddenly,
That's right.
which thou shalt not know.
You ain't gonna know, man. Right? You ain't gonna get out of this one.
Stand now without enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries,
Yep.
wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail.
Right. So if you're a god, right, a so-called god like you think you are, the Lord said, let all of that left-hand energy, that witchcraft and sorcery, let it save you from the destruction that He's about to bring on you.
Right. You know that's bull, because the demons that you've been consulting with ain't even messing with you like that no more, man. So you finished, man.
Finished.
That's why you trying to hold on to whatever power you got left. Because like I said, we've already went into like brought out with the computer. I forgot the name of it. Project Looking Glass.
Yeah, Project Looking Glass.
They already let you know you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
You know, so that's
Right.
all them demons that you was trying to go to ask how to prolong your kingdom, they ain't answering no more.
That's it, man. Even your own demons is telling you you're done for.
That's why they put so much focus in AI right now. You know, but they even saying the AI is destined to turn on them as well, man.
That's it. And they showed you that in Terminator, man. I forgot which one what it was, but the AI tapped into the nuclear weapon system and activated it, and they shot missiles on Russia. In return, their system had to shoot missiles back on America, and it was the destruction.
But they show you that in all the movies like that, like the one I think it's called Elon.
Right.
You know, with Shia LaBeouf, the AI took over and was pretty much trying to go against mankind.
It was
Really,
sentient.
anybody,
It was
man.
sentient.
And so they said that Elon Musk, as his own mouth, said that. So why still do it?
Come on, man. It's over, man.
Verse 13. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. It says, thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators, stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon
Yeah, all your so-called wise men, your sorcerers, your warlocks, your witches, your magicians, all right, your nuclear physicists, whatever, all of these high-level witch doctors, man, right? Astrologers, you know, your, what you call it, tarot card readers, whatever. Let them save you from the destruction that the Lord's going to bring. It's not going to happen.
And like I said, they're weary in the multitude of their counsels. The scriptures often go into the burden of Egypt, the burden of Babylon, the burden of Nineveh.
Right.
That word burden goes into a source of great emotional distress, man.
That's it.
You know, so that's what we're seeing take place. This is why we see them scrambling like they've never scrambled before, man.
And he has these think tanks, all right? He has, you know, these secret councils. They got all these different things, man. And none of that is going to prolong his power.
They ain't got no answers.
They ain't got no answers, man. You see? But we got the answers. Your ass is grass.
And that's why I said this word has become a burden unto him.
That's it.
James 2:19.
That's it.
Thou believest in one God, thou doest well. The devils also believe and tremble.
That's it, man.
They know everything that we're saying is true. That's why they just want to get us off the streets so they can start hearing about this. Like, it's funny. All the years we've been dealing with this YouTube, you know, YouTube been messing with us. It said, you know, the chief of YouTube, they're like, son died or something.
Yeah. With Joski or something like that. Well, she was an Amalekite, man. But she lost her son, and that was judgment, man. Because she took down brothers' videos left and right, man.
We lost channels. Years of work put in, just gone like that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, fuck you, devil. Man.
Right, so she got her judgment, man. What's her name? Susan with Joski.
And that's only the beginning, man.
Yeah, the former YouTube CEO, man. And many of you other damn devils and moderators and whatever you call them people that watch the videos to get us off, you know, the Lord gonna bring judgment on y'all too.
Yeah, because no matter what, the Spirit of the Lord is still gonna do what He do. You're still gonna hear His word, so the Lord chooses not to have it out no more.
That's it, man.
So like I said, you can consult all your witches and warlocks to see what you can do, but it's all gonna come to naught, man.
Yeah, the purpose of the internet was for the prophets, man. It wasn't for social media and folly, man. It was for the word to be magnified.
And you know that's true because even on that, the word is being pushed now, man. Aside from brothers posting the videos, his own AI is making them mad because you see Jake taking that, flipping that shit, man.
In righteousness. Hey, because you think about it though, like me and the brother Monatazite out there in the Bay, we was talking about that, man. You know, because we be doing the pictures and all that, the video. But what's going on right now is modern day iconoclasm.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? See, Esau put up all these lies, all the images. Esau put up all these lies of the images of the prophets and the Lord as being white people, man. So now, like you were saying, brothers is tapping into the AI and making heavy pictures of the prophets of the Lord and putting those images out there for the sake of truth, man. For all you damn buggers out there that got a problem with it, oh, y'all making graven images. We're not bound to the images, man. But there's a war out there for the sake of truth, man. And that has to be undone, man. And that's why the images are coming out, you know, and you could match it with the scriptures, so it gives Israel that visual they need to see. You know what I'm saying?
But even the Lord is trying to put the Spirit on these Hollywood directors to do that. Like,
There you go.
Even though that movie was blasphemous, from taking what you could take from it, that was still good to see. You know, the Book of Clarence was still good to see, just to give your mind a chance to picture Jerusalem back in the day when it was us in there for real.
Right.
You know, that was heavy. Like I say, when you get bypass all the bullshit that had in the movie, that was still good visualization for it.
Yeah, because you grew up seeing this your whole life.
Yeah.
In every church, on every corner.
Yep.
Right? Our people have been indoctrinated. This picture has been ingrained in the minds of our people since we was brought over here, man.
Exactly.
See that? So the Lord, what He's doing right now, He's undoing all of that wickedness. Isaiah, 10 and 20?
Right.
You know?
Because speaking of that movie, it's funny because the Edomite backlash that movie got wasn't even about the blasphemy. It was about that they're showing forth the people of that age as so-called Negroes.
Exactly.
So they was more mad about that than the actual bullshit they was doing in the movie.
Exactly. His ass is guilty.
Yeah.
You can't escape it, man.
Can't.
Hey, it's like in those movies where, they hear you outside, they close the window, you pop up on the TV screen, they start to plug the TV, the phone start ringing. It's like the prophets, the Lord can't be avoided, man.
We're a
You ain't
nuisance.
gonna ignore him, man. This is Ezekiel 28:9.
We're a thorn in His side.
Exactly. Ezekiel 28:9. Will thou yet say before him that slayeth thee, I am God?
Yeah.
But thou shalt be a man and no God in the hand of him that slayeth thee.
You got it.
All right, so you devils, all right, you're claiming you're becoming God. Well, we're going to see how much of a God you are when Yahweh Shem Yahushua comes visit your doorstep, man.
That's it, man.
You know? Because you devils, like you said, you have gotten proud in what the Lord has allowed you to do. Key word is allowed you.
Right.
All right? So when he starts showing you that this is out of your control, because what's going to happen as we see the destruction take place, you're gonna begin it, then you're gonna lose control of it, man. All right? Then it's gonna get out of hand to where you're gonna know at the end of the day, this is the Lord that's doing this, man.
That's right. That's right. You got it, brother.
Oh, no, you can finish it.
So Isaiah 47 and 13, or 14. Behold, they shall be as stubble, the fire shall burn them, they shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor a fire to sit before it.
Yeah, you're not gonna put out that fire, man. That fire is gonna be unquenchable, man. It's gonna have to burn itself out. Like it tells you that in Isaiah 34, right? And this place is gonna burn for a long period of time, man. It's gonna be a memorial of destruction.
And
Right.
It just makes sense, man. 'Cause this place is so wicked that the Lord has to let it go, man.
Right.
Let that fire burn, man.
So Isaiah 47:15. Thus shall they be unto thee, with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander every one to his corner, none shall save them. And like it says, all in the NLT it says, that is all they. It's like that is all they are to you. These you have dealt with and labored with since childhood. All of them go in their error. There is no one that can save them. So all the nations that they thought were allies unto them, all the places that they thought they could go and run and hide, no one's going to be able to save them, man.
Bunkers ain't gonna save you. You know, you trying to get these sellouts, trying to, save. Nobody's gonna save you from your destruction, man.
Right.
Like I said in the Zombie bit, you Edomites are the only nation that wasn't promised mercy from the Lord, man. And the Lord meant that. Because you got shit that you, from all the way from the garden all the way till now, that you haven't paid for, man. And like I said, nobody gets away, man.
Yeah. That's why this nigga try to be every nationality under heaven, but besides his real nationality.
Nope.
You know, call yourself European and Spanish and white, German and all that. No, you are the biblical Edomite, man. Swedish. You know?
Still Esau.
Right. You Esau. I'm half Native American. Nah, nigga. You know?
Witness protection ain't helping.
You're right. That's it, man. And the Lord called you out. He said, look, you can't hide yourself, man. You know, now you claiming to be the JEW. It's not working for you
That's
no
why
more.
I think it's in Wisdom of Solomon where it says that inquisition is being made
That's it.
on the wicked. You niggas have a case that the Lord has just been letting stack up to the heavens.
That's it.
Now you in front of the judge about to get your judgment, man.
Yeah. You ain't gonna pull your neck out of this one, like it tells you in Micah the 2nd chapter. You ain't gonna pull your neck out of this. You're not gonna slither away like the snake that you are, man.
Ain't no tunnels that you can dig.
Right. Heavy, man. Rakta Yabashimel shot. Man, you got it, brother.
So Nahum chapter 3 and verse 5. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts.
Yep.
And will discover thy skirts upon thy face.
Right, and see, America's looking horrible right now, man. Right? All this stuff that's came out over the past year, the child trafficking, the sacrifice, all right, all these people that got money are fucking weirdos, man. Degenerates, man. It's all coming out, man. The shit that's going on behind the scene in Hollywood, with you niggas in, you Edomites included, man. This place is just filthy, man.
Everything is coming out, man. As we always bring out in the loop, man, there's nothing that's not, everything is made manifest. There's nothing that's no longer hidden.
Right. And what makes it even more wicked is that all of this shit is organized crime.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
The feds is involved, the military is involved, these high corporate CEOs is involved. You got the banks like Chase and Bank of America, JP Morgan funding this shit.
And the fucked up part about it is all this is coming out, and you people are turning a blind eye to it.
That's it.
Like you would think hearing something as heavy as child trafficking is one of America's most lucrative businesses. And nobody is like, yo, that's fucked up. No, nobody even said anything about that, man.
Right.
They made a whole movie, The Sound of Freedom, showing you that they're trying to make Drake the face of it, but we know it was
Right.
all Edomites. But at the end of the day, that shit should have made a major outcry, but we know that you've been subverted, man.
Yeah. These people that's claiming to be God's chosen people, these niggas is killing babies and drinking blood and eating children and shit. But somehow we the worst thing going. But you niggas choose to ignore all of this stuff that's being exposed. That's why the Lord got every last one of you mockers, scoffers, and doubters marked.
Yes.
You're not gonna escape the Lord, man. Right? Go ahead.
And I will discover thy skirts upon thy face.
And this is why they want to get rid of us. This is why they want to get us out the way, man. Because all of these things are coming out on a daily basis, man. All right? You Edomites is looking horrible right now, man.
Yeah,
Right?
You can take the video down, it's gonna be 100 more that's gonna come up still saying the same thing.
Brand new channels. See what I'm saying? You got it, bro.
And I will show the nations thy nakedness.
Yeah, see? And the Lord is showing the nations, he's showing the planet, he's exposing you. He's showing your nakedness, man. He's showing the world that this place is nothing but a filthy, degenerate nation, man. Right? Which was established off solely Satanism, man.
That's right.
The masonry, the shit that these people do to maintain power.
Right.
It's all wicked, man. Go ahead, bro.
And the kingdoms thy shame. Mm-hmm. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee.
Right. So the Lord is casting abominable filth upon you. Right? That's the shameful spewing that should fall upon your glory, like it tells you in Habakkuk the 2nd chapter, man. People see that this place is fucked up, man. America ain't where it's at.
Nope.
Right? Kids getting stabbed. Here it is. You got all this goddamn surveillance, technology, cameras all over the fucking place. You monitoring and recording people's lives and conversations inside their homes. But these kids get missing and you don't know where the hell they at.
They show you all these crime TV shows now. These niggas can solve everything.
Right, yeah, NCIS. You know, all of this tactical shit.
Law and order.
Law and order, or how these niggas be doing crazy shit and Esau be finding it out, but you can't find out where these kids is going. Right? Don't make sense, man. It ain't adding up, man. And everybody's questioning these goddamn 48ers over there in Israel, man. And that's another thing. We did the lesson that the exposure of the wicked parallels with his destruction.
That's right.
So as the wicked is being exposed, World War III is at the doorstep. All right?
They're forced to make a move now because the Lord is seeing these devils for who they are, and they have to protect their image. Therefore, they gotta go to war, man.
Yep. So that's it. What's it called? Samson?
These are Operation of Project Samson.
Operation of Project Samson. That shit gonna come fast. Because look, Esau's back is against the wall, so they ain't got no choice but to go ahead and push that button, man.
That's right.
Go ahead and pop off this world war, man. Because it's over for this damn devil. You got it, bro.
Behold, I am. That's like this. Nahum 3:6. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock.
Yeah, when you look up gazing stock in my sword, it says a horrible example. So Yahweh Shema Shai is making spiritual Nineveh, which is America, a horrible example for all the world to see.
And these nations are calling out like who? He stayed calling out America for that. He said this place is the most satanic country on the planet.
That's it. Forcing kids to cut off their private parts, gender what's it called? Gender reaffirm surgery, right? But somehow they got all this money to put into that, but you ain't got money to feed the homeless and do all of this other, you know?
Then you're sending all this money to the migrants, but you're shitting on your own people.
That's it, and that's why this civil war is going to break out. Because now you got people all over America talking about this shit. How are these people coming in here, getting all these benefits, getting credit cards, debit cards, housing?
To the point to where they're telling the citizens, like, look, you need to open your houses up to them. What kind of shit is that, bro? It's bad enough you having to spend your whole check and barely live in your house, and you're telling me I gotta open my house up to unknown niggas I've never met before.
That's what you know.
Hell no.
That's
man.
how you know this shit about the pop, man. People are fed up. You got it, bro. Finish it out and we'll.
These niggas making more money than me.
Come on, man. They coming in the country balling. That shit crazy.
Nahum chapter 3:7. And it shall come to pass that all they that look upon thee shall flee from thee,
Yep.
and say, Nineveh is laid waste. Who will bemoan her? Whence shall I seek comforters for thee? Now, this is what we're about to see, man. All the people who came to get their lives together, right? All these nations, you see already examples, right? These Hamites go, they come here, get their bread, go back. You see Elam, they come here, get their money, send it over there, and then they leave, man. Because they know what the end result of this place is going to be, man.
Facts.
That's why they're not going to feel bad when this place is being destroyed, man.
Yeah, they got somewhere to go home to. And like I said, this is why this place is known as the Great Horn.
It's over,
Because these
man.
heathens, they come, they pamper, make the bread, and go home.
It's over. That was it, man. Yeah, so it's over, man. Like, hey, get excited, man. Hey, all the signs point to America's destruction, man. All right, so the Lord is speaking loud and clear. All right, and it's only for those who have the eyes to see and ears to hear through the Spirit, man. So, hey, every day is one step closer to this place going down, man. So, we pray that this camp was edifying. We're gonna close it out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Double salutations to all you Akim out the laborer in the house of David, the elect, that's pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers. Hey, shalom to the elect. Shalom.
I'm telling you, one of them kids is I'm telling you.